Welcome back. Atlanta FLAIR 2015 fundraiser is all about helping students in the fashion industry. And guess what? We have a veteran designer in the industry joining us, gracing us with his presence. Edward, thank you so much for joining us.
Karen, thank you so much for the invitation.
I tell you, knowing this man for quite a few years,
Yes.
It's going to tell both of our ages, so I'm not going to say, but he is an amazing designer. How did you, I know you've always been with Fashion Fair, so tell the folks at home, how did you get involved with FLAIR in the first place?
Actually, I got involved with FLAIR through Shayla Simpson. And she was telling me all about the organization and this fundraiser and all. And I really felt very close to it because I am also a recipient of scholarship that allowed me to study in Paris.
Wow. And Shayla, for folks who don't know at home, one of the fabulous commentators for the show and a model.
Yes. Shayla modeled for me in D.C.
Oh, my goodness.
when we first started.
All right. Well, I love that Edward doesn't believe in just the size 2
No.
designs. No. So let's talk about some of what our fabulous models have on, who happen to be 2s.
2s and 3s, right?
Exactly. What are we seeing? The far corner, which is fabulous on Princess.
Well, we're seeing an orange, sort of a matte jersey, and has a lot of stretch, but at the same time, it's got a lot of body to it.
Oh.
So it does that, almost that Lycra type of feeling.
I love that. Not everybody can wear Lycra, so let's say that.
Okay.
But it looks good. It's got like a ruching going, so that's fabulous. And then our next fabulous design.
Yeah, that's Pearl. And Pearl is what some people have called my Nicki Minaj dress.
I love that.
Yes.
And Pearl's wearing it too.
She really is.
What's the material? Because it all stands out.
The Nicki Minaj is a satin. And of course the ruffles are done in organza. And ruffles I feel very comfortable with because when I was in Paris, I went to some of the factories and they were actually working, and you actually got to see them do the work. So when I came back to the States, it allowed me to do these kinds of things with less work, less timing.
Okay. All right. And behind these designs, just tell me how you came up with them. Just thought
Like
about
they
it.
always do it, at night.
Wow. Do you just draw them out?
No, I can't draw them out. And the reason for that is if I draw them out, then I have to make them the way I drew them.
Ah.
So I do an idea, and that way it gives me the ability to add or subtract as I go along.
Edward is fabulous. We're going to and the jewelry is his too. Let me just tell you, he made the jewelry, those fabulous I don't know even what to call them, chandeliers?
Earbobs.
Earbobs. There you go. We're going to let them change into something else fabulous while you and I continue talking. So thank you so much, ladies. We are loving what you have on, and that's just a little bit of what they've got in that dressing room. Yeah. Edward, talk about just FLAIR and how it's grown so much too.
Well, I think the growth of FLAIR is also based on the idea of the organization itself, the funding and being able to educate and train young people who who want to get in the fashion field, because so many of our colleges have cut out those programs.
Right.
I used to, when I was here and I was working 4 years at the Art Institute, they actually gave me the freedom to actually facilitate my own programs.
That's fabulous. And to talk about you a little bit, not just a designer, fabulous makeup artist as well, which you still are working, aren't you, in one of the stores?
I'm still working at Macy's.
South Side?
No, North DeKalb.
North DeKalb. See, and you can always see, and he puts on a fabulous face, a fierce face.
A fierce face.
But now the kids don't learn all of that. They just concentrate on one part of fashion.
They do.
So that's important for them to learn how to do everything.
Exactly. I see young people coming through the store, and they've got these lashes on that look like they would take them across the stage, and a lip gloss, and that's it.
Glad you don't see me on the weekend.
No, they just don't know the fundamental of skincare, first of all, which is what I'm going to be doing at the seminar on Saturday, teaching how skincare is the basis behind everything.
Okay, so give us a couple tips. What is the best thing? What would you recommend? As much makeup as some of us wear during the week? When it comes to the weekend?
Moisturize. Moisturize. Moisturize and eye cream.
Okay.
They are the essentials of what you do. Even if you don't wear makeup, they're still essential for skin care. And that's what I'm going to be teaching and educating. How to protect your skin at a younger age.
Wow.
So when you get in your 40s and 50s, you're not running to us for moisturizers because there are all the cracks and crevices.
Oh yeah, you're saying it. You are absolutely on it. And he gives us some tips on the Facebook page. How often do you get people asking you questions on your Facebook page? We've got a picture of it right there. Oh wow, look at those designs on there. Folks can also go there and get some of your designs, let you know what they need, right?
They certainly can. Everything I do is one of a kind.
Okay.
Because I put so much personality into each outfit. So it's not like you're going to a department store and you've got a rack full of Edouard. You'll never find that.
No.
Never find it. I believe in individuality in what you're wearing. And, oh, you see the old picture.
Yep, what picture is that? I thought that was you from many, many moons ago, right?
Wow.
Tell me about this picture.
That was actually the Miss Black America pageant back in '73.
Oh my goodness.
And a young lady that I was working with, Joyce Wallace, who's out of Annapolis, Maryland now, she was the first runner-up, and then there's a young lady also on there, Esther Williams, and she won the pageant that year. So that really gave me a big start because the gown that Joyce wore was the first gown I ever made.
Wow. And you, it's funny, to go to your house, which is your showroom.
Right.
You've got gowns, mannequins everywhere.
Everywhere is right.
And that's awesome, though. It's like a museum because you've been designing for so long. And name some of the fabulous people who've worn your designs.
Well, I used to work with Patti LaBelle, Phyllis Hyman, who was a wonderful friend, and I hate to see that, you know, she left us the way she did. But she'll always be in my heart, as well as Patti. Patti gave me my first introduction to the major public because she actually came to my house. The limousine drove across the sidewalk.
Wow.
And she came in and we talked, and I did some things for her for Constitution Hall, where she brought me out every night. She was there at the New Year's time. And it was just, and it's been a whirlwind ever since. It
Fabulous.
really has.
Edouard joining us. When we come back, we're going to talk to those lovely models that we are going to have back in the studio, Princess Films and Pearl Fils-Aimé. So stay with us. We'll be right back.